Daddy, come here. It's okay, baby.
Gee, that was kind of convincing.
No, it kind of is.
It stops too. Yeah.
I'll tell you why it's convincing to me. I'm not saying it's real. I'm just saying why it seems convincing is because the way he acted. He didn't.
Both of them. Look at her. She's like, oh, that's some shit I would do too.
Yeah, like you're trying to make
bet,
sure
yeah.
you see but what he didn't like go in, freak out. Come on, we need to go.
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
Scared ghost. So here he's like, come on, let's go.
Time to go. Yep.
Yep, like get out. Come on.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
That one's creepy.
I mean, it could be. I was like, just judging off the reaction, this is something that, at least the way it's portrayed, is something that's obviously happened a few times. So,
Yeah,
like to the
and
point
he's been
where
watching. Yeah.
yeah, so it's to the point where he's just like, yeah, let's go. Like, there's no other dramatics, like
Embellishments.
every other video.
Bedazzlements.
See where they're like,
Yeah.
oh my god,
Yeah.
let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah, none of that. He's just straight up, yep, let's go. Like, and also, chances are he just ain't got the money to move.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I
Like,
worked hard for this house. I am not going nowhere.
nope. He's like, let's go, kid. Like,
Yeah. You sleeping with daddy tonight.
he's just dealt with it. You know.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
Yeah. Like he's been dealing with it for a while now.
That could be a good. It's more convincing than half the other shit we've seen, bro. Like,
Agree. That's why I added it to the list. I'm like,
and
This one's-
even if it is fake, like solid performance, 10 out of 10.
yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? Solid
yeah.
performance.
Yeah, both of them killed it.
Yeah, yeah. It's
Or if not, you're an asshole for scaring your daughter like
Yeah,
that.
no
Just to
shit.
get some footage.
I mean, to be honest, I was like, I could definitely see that too. I'd definitely be the type that I'd be
Right.
messing with my kids.
Right.
Like that.
Yeah, messing with them, scarring them for life.
Yeah, I'm like, I can't wait for that.
Oh yeah, that's the best part. Oh, they nuking it now.
Oh hell!
Yeah, it's clearly like video game footage.
I was about to say those clouds are so damn fake. Like, how did the missile kill the cloud? Like, that's what I want to
It's
know.
possessed cloud.
Probably it's demons.
It's or it hit the craft that's in there sucking up the water.
Oh yeah, right.
Did you see it fly off?
Yeah, I saw it.
I guess
take
that's what
off.
that's supposed to be.
Yeah, that's like some of the fakest shit I've ever seen.
Yeah, somebody got like Real Engine 9 or whatever it's called,
Right.
and they're making their own
Uh,
footages,
right.
and overlaying them on the remember the it's two rainbows.
Oh yeah.
That guy.
Oh yeah.
The double rainbow. It's a double rainbow. And then they overlap it over the double rainbow footage.
Yeah, man. It's funny though that people still put this shit up there though. Like,
It pisses me off because it's all the good stuff's buried under crap like that.
it's people like this though, bro. Like this comment. People make jokes about this type of stuff on the internet every day. Sadly, things like this actually happen in real life, but nobody believes it. I'm like, okay, it probably does. Like the military probably gets into it with these things all the time. I mean, there's actual proof of that. There's actual pilots that have came out and talked about running into
Trying to intercept them and
trying
stuff.
to intercept them. Yeah, and they shoot at them. There's been stories of them firing upon these things, but it's not going to look like this,
Right.
and they're not going
Like an episode of Gojira.
no, like half the time, I was like, at least the most famous one where was that Air Force pilot or was he Navy?
I forget.
He's been on Rogan or whatever.
Yeah.
but that all happened over the ocean.
yeah,
there was-
Colonel something.
Yeah, they're
Something
more
like that.
Here's the thing: they're more focused on trying to just get the thing on radar and trying to get it
Locked on.
locked
yeah.
on before you can actually shoot any projectile. At
When
the
they're
damn thing.
flying missions like that, they go full blackout.
Yeah.
So they put nods on, and everything is completely darked out.
Yeah.
So it's pitch black out there. And they'll run nods, and then they have sensors on their jets
yeah.
that they use to fight during the night.
It's funny though, because like even when that guy's talking about it, like they're mostly just pumped that they actually got a freaking read on it. So
Yeah.
I was like, let alone actually get a missile, which is going to have to track this thing,
Mm-hmm.
lock onto a heat signature, and then follow that heat signature.
And be fast enough to catch it.
And be fast enough to catch it. Because even in this video, if you see how fast this thing zips out of there, it's still faster than the missile.
Yeah, way
You know?
faster, dude. Way.
Even on this,
They could have just beep, moved
footage.
over.
So like the guy's like yeah, but
This really happened to y'all.
it probably.
Why are you laughing?
Like I don't. It probably does. It probably does. But to be honest, I'm like when people make shit like this,
Classified.
like you have to joke about it.
Yeah.
I was
yeah.
like,
it's
and-
just so bad.
No, it is. It's terrible. I was like, it's people like you though that just believe every freaking video you see as being real. It's like, nah, dude. Like you got to kind of pick and choose your fights. It's like even the most like convincing ones that we've seen, I still take with a grain of salt. You know, I have not seen one video where I'm like, definitely, yep, this is real.
Yeah.
This happened. You know,
It's like the last one we watched where it's like, oh, that's convincing.
it is.
That's a
It's,
good one.
You know,
It's never like, oh shit, that's real.
no, it's like
Yeah.
100%.
I would bet all my money's on that. It's never like that.
No.
It's like, 50-50. That's probably as high as it goes for me. Yeah.
Yeah, this one's probably like a 0.5.
Yeah, it doesn't
Like, it-
barely even get on the scale.
Yeah. No.
I don't even think it does get on the scale for me.
No.
It's a 0. It's 0 for me, dog.
Yeah.
It's a no for me, dog.
I'll be nice. I'll give it like 0.2.
Yeah, you're very nice. I bet these comments do better.
Someone's like, I believe it, yo, but I don't know why. I do. Why, dude, the cloud animation is terrible. Like, how in the hell?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, see, one of the
One of
worst
the worst
edits
edits
I've
I've
ever
seen.
seen. Yeah, exactly. Someone's got smarts here. It's like, yeah, you can't believe everything out there, man.
Nope.
All right, let's see what Curious Chills has.
Está cerrada la Dairy Queen, güey. A ver, sigue en construcción. Cállate. Y hay un señor allá adentro.
Caballero.
¿Qué chingados hace ahí,
Cowboy.
señor? ¿Qué hace
Getting his
ahí?
cowboy on. He just
Es un
wanted to
señor
make
con
freeze
sombrero.
or whatever it
Ya no
is.
se ve,
He
pero
wanted
sí
a
se-
blizzard.
A blizzard, yeah, that's
sí,
what they are.
sí está.
Ese es el velador.
Ay. Ay.
He's waiting for his hyena to get off from her part-time job, that's all.
Como
Exactly.
si fuera,
Closing down.
no sé, turista o acapulqueño. No se va a
Viste como
vestir
la
así.
muerte para asustar a la gente y no se metan a robar por eso.
He's a gentleman.
De que
Yeah,
está cerrada la
exactly.
Dairy
He was
Queen,
helping his
güey,
old
así en
lady.
construcción.
Close
Cállate.
down.
Y hay un señor allá adentro. ¿Qué chingados hace ahí, señor?
Or they were closing and he died in there.
That's what I'm saying. Or he fell asleep in the corner.
and just
Yeah.
forgot.
They're just
Slept
like,
in there, locked it up.
yeah, he'll still be there in the morning.
Yeah, it's old Jim. He does this every time.
I was like, but you know what's funny is like they do a jump cut here. It's not a jump cut, but they do a freaking thing here where when the video starts, you see him in the corner, and then her phone does the whole shaking bit,
Yeah.
and then he's gone.
Okay, we get a zoom in.
and then watch
Then they
here.
pull forward.
Phone shakes all out of fucking screen.
Yeah, because they were zoomed in. They pull
And
forward.
Boy's gone.
But you
now.
can't see it there because the freaking
Yeah, it's got the
grading's
beam in the way. Yeah.
Yeah.
But even if not,
They
like,
need to back up so see if he's still there. That would confirm. Oh, trippy psychedelic.
yeah, I got called bullshit. They fucking like you saw like right after the shakes and the moves.
Yeah, yeah,
and then they come
exactly.
back and he's not there anymore. But even if he was, he's just the Marlboro Man.
Yeah, right. Marlboro Man wanted to make freeze or
Yeah.
whatever it is.
Want that brownie blast, bro?
That blast, yeah. The blizzards.
So this
Speaking of blizzard,
this
wish we
wasn't-
had a Dairy Queen.
I know, me too. This wasn't the spirit, but Chuck Norris.
Absorbing light.
Yeah. That's fucking funny. Yeah, someone's all the cameras moving around so much. I don't know what I'm looking at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what, when you zoom in like that, any like minute movements.
It's all, can a spirit get a blizzard?
Yeah.
Exactly.
100%. Yeah, homie just waiting on the blizzards.
Yep. That's funny.
This one's trippy, but it's obvious. And it's another one of the under the bed ones.
Ah.
It's already trippy.
Tu bebé en la habitación. No sabes.
No
That's how,
sabes,
that's
güey.
how I need to do all our videos.
No
The
sabes,
boy
güey.
is under the bed. There's a spirit
Yeah,
under the bed
with the boy.
with the boy and his mom.
Yeah, it's one of those anomalies from back in the day,
Yeah.
where like the eyes would glow like that.
Oh, right, like the animals. Yeah, they got like the film in the back of their eyes.
Yeah, and there's clearly his sister or whatever, a little brother playing with him under the bed.
Yeah. Or they're demons.
Yeah,
I
or
mean,
demons.
It's other explanation, just demons.
50. Never know.
I was like, or it's some kids trying to get out of school right now,
Right.
bro.
Playing hooky with demons.
If I
Demon
think
hooky.
if in my household growing up, like if I had tried to play that, like, oh no, I can't go to school, I'm possessed by demons. Bro, I got my ass whooped.
Yeah, oh, hell yeah, bro. They'd be like, oh, we'll give you something to cry about.
Yeah,
We'll possess you with something. It's called the belt. Get your ass up, put your shoes on, and you're going to school.
Going to school.
Yeah.
Exactly. I was like, it wouldn't have flew like that. Even if you did like the whole 9 and stuff, especially with as heavy as they were, they'd be like, don't you even joke about that.
There was only 2 times where my dad was like, yeah, you got to stay home.
Yeah.
Like, and one time I was puking everywhere.
Yeah.
And he actually got to see it, and he knew like I wasn't doing well. And then another time I was on medication, and when he tried to wake me up, my eyes were still rolling to the back of my head. And he was like, yeah, you just stay here. He's like,
You're not going.
you're not going to make it.
I can't. The only time, like,
And he never, ever, every other time, any other time where I'm like, I don't feel good, he's like, well, too bad, suck it up.
yeah,
You're going to school.
I don't really recall. Like, I know there was times I stayed home. The only time that it comes to my mind was I got pushed off a roof, and I landed on a metal shelf that was like on the bottom of the roof,
Yeah.
and my body didn't land on it. I hit the ground, but my
Your soul landed on it.
exactly. No,
My body missed, but my soul went pow.
but my leg hit it, and so my ankle slammed it. Boom!
Oh.
And it chipped a bone in my ankle.
Owie.
And yeah, I was like, that was the only time I got to stay home, and that's because, well, I'm sure there was some other sick days, but that was a while ago. That's the only one that I could think of, like, in particular, just because how bad it sucked. Like, we weren't supposed to be on top of my friend's garage.
Yeah.
I had seen his parents coming.
Oh, yeah.
And
Get out.
his parents, these people were there from Mexico, and his mom was scary as fuck.
Oh, yeah. She whooped that ass.
Oh,
That
yeah.
chonkla.
She didn't give a shit who you were, bro.
Yeah.
She fucked you
That
up.
boomerang chonkla.
Oh yeah, dude. So yeah, and we had this chick that we hung out with next door, and she was behind me, and I'm like you had to throw yourself over and climb down,
Yeah.
and she shoved me, whoop.
Oh.
So I just woo, and laid it straight.
You're going too slow. Hurry up. You're giving me in trouble.
Yeah, it's like, bro, give me a chance to get out the bitch. Shit, don't push me off.
Yeah, that's fucking funny.
Yeah, you wouldn't be playing none of this shit in my household.
Oh,
dude.
hell no.
My grandma would have already been in there.
Oh,
fucking.
yeah. Fucking
And my parents too.
throwing tequila in your eye. Bless tequila.
Yeah. Yeah. No. They'd be like, oh hell no, bro. We don't do that skinwalker shit here.
Cracking eggs, putting it under your bed.
Yeah.
While you sleep.
See if it's scrambled or
Yeah.
or fucking over easy.
Oh yeah.
All right, let's see what we got next.
There's only a couple more, I think. Yeah, it's yeah. Copyright.
Yeah, I don't know if that's.
It's copyright. She ain't got no eyes.
Oh, that's yeah. There you go. That's Ed and Lorraine Warren. That's
Yeah.
what you're talking about.
She ain't got no eyes, player. She's a demon salesman.
Yeah, she is.
A demon real estate agent.
Dude, someone had to edit that post for sure. Like someone made that edit,
Yeah, or it's just shadows.
or it's a bad camera. Yeah.
It is a 90s VHS tape.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's just terrible. I mean, it's slowed down and done like that. Yeah, it looks spooky, but I was like, bro,
She has a huge forehead, and that create a lot of shadow. I mean, that
a lot of glare.
Yeah. Look at that forehead, man.
Yeah,
She got a
man.
gigantic forehead, and the
Right.
light's right here. And if your forehead is gigantic and over,
I was like, have you seen
And
that?
over here,
Have you seen that video? It's this black dude. He's got this huge forehead. It's like it's showing the comments section, and it's like he's got fucking beforehead, beforehead something and afterhead. Oh, that's right. It's beforehead, forehead, and afterhead. That's what she got going on for sure.
that's hilarious.
Let's see. So obviously this person's like first time this person's posted a real video. This mirror is haunted,
Right.
or the cameras back then sucked.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, it's not hard to tell. You know, it's funny. There's always one person that always confirms almost exactly what we say
Yeah.
about this. Like,
Yeah.
it's not that hard.
Yeah, we're
to
not the only
see.
ones with that thought process. Mirrors angled on the edges. No, nobody said anything about that forehead though.
Yeah, that's the only paranormal thing
Yeah.
going on, man.
Yeah.
She got that 9
Too much
head.
forehead. Her wig, her whole shit pulled back.
She got that bad lineup,
Yeah,
bro.
look at that. Yeah, she got that Mary Poppins hairline going back. Yeah,
Yeah, that's bad. That's all
that because lots of eyeshadow.
yeah. You know, when your forehead protrudes this far, there's definitely gonna be shadow under your eyes.
Oh yeah, and she's looking down.
Yeah. Yeah, nah. I was like, but knowing these people, they definitely would have took this video and been like, see?
Yep, I told you there was some paragyblioscopies going on in this house.
Shit. Got sleep paralysis. Yeah, sleep paralysis sucks.
Yeah, and he films it, and it's cliche as shit for many reasons, but there's a classic painting done by a famous artist, and it's almost like identical to it.
Yeah.
So that tells me that it's full of shit. Second, like all my experiences, there's only been one time where it was like close to me and like still not like touching though.
Yeah.
Most of the time, like the very beginning ones, it was always in one part of the room. You didn't see it, but you knew it was there. And then the other experiences that I had, it got closer and till you could finally see the thing. And then there was one time where it was literally like over the top of my head, like sucking my life out.
I've only.
But this one is stupid
Yeah.
because it's just like that painting. And it's like, oh yeah, it's not very original, pal. You could have done.
Right on top of the sleeping individual. Shape resembles that of a
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It like just sits on him, it teabags him.
Yeah.
My sleep paralysis demon was never that low.
Oh, no.
Never stooped to that level. He kept it classy. He never gave me no tea bags, no Arabian goggles.
No Trojan horse helmets.
Nope.
Or no,
Yeah.
No Trojan
No
helmets.
Trojan helmets, none of that stuff. He kept it classy.
No mushroom stamps.
Nope. He kept it classy, and you know, he never sexually abused me while I slept.
Dude, I don't know. I've had sleep paralysis 2 times. I don't really remember the first that much. I just remember being mad about it because I had never had sleep paralysis before until one of my friends said something about it.
Right.
Because this was before.
Planted that seed.
Yeah, it was way before like there was this whole big internet culture. Like internet was there, but it was MySpace days.
Yeah.
So he would just he would ask me had I had ever woken up and like his eyes and everything could move, but his body couldn't, and I'd be like, no. And he's like, bro, it's been happening to me like several times over the course of a few months. And I'm like, dude, there's something wrong with you. You know, that's
That's not normal.
Never happened
Yeah.
to me before. And then he started deep diving on it and found out that it was sleep paralysis. And then, of course, years later, all this stuff blows up. There's tons of videos about it. And I had my first episode. And, of course, there was no demon or nothing. It's just my body was frozen.
Right.
I felt like I was dying and I couldn't move. And then I was so mad afterwards, though. Like, I was so mad the next day because I'm like, this motherfucker, like, I had never had it until you
Put
said
that evil
something.
on me.
You put that evil on me. Yes. I was like, I never had that shit. It was never even a thought in my mind until you said something.
Right.
The second time I had it was not too long ago. And that one, it was just crazy, bro. Like, I was living at the other house.
Yeah.
And I woke up And we had a window unit like right next to where our bed was set up, and I could just hear this crazy growling, this crazy low pitch growling, and right outside the window, and I knew something was there. And once again, I'm mad because my dog's sitting there, and
Being
I'm
a
like,
lazy ass on duty.
exactly. I'm
Sleeping
like,
on the
dude,
job.
I'm like, you're not growling, you're not doing shit. I'm over
Yeah.
here like, dude, like wake up and do something, like growl. And mostly it's like it could
So you
wake
up your lady.
Yeah, so like I wouldn't be stuck there. I'm like
Yeah.
mad at him because I'm like, dude, I know you hear this. There's
Right.
no way you're not hearing this monster growl outside the damn window. And then I basically shook loose of it, like it stopped, and I got out of it. I was so freaking
The worst.
I had to go smoke a cigarette and
Yeah, shake
calm
it
my
off.
nerves
Yeah,
a little bit.
gather your bearings.
But it's funny, like I just get mad. Apparently, I just get mad like after it happens because I was mad at the dog because the dog wasn't doing what dogs are supposed to do.
Right. Early warning system.
yes.
Nothing.
I was like,
If you're not gonna be a guard dog and attack a motherfucker, at least be an early warning system.
no shit. Well, especially because like, dude, this growl was like the growl I was hearing was crazy sounding.
Yeah.
It wasn't like a normal.
No,
It sounded like there was a damn werewolf.
can't recreate it.
No, like a werewolf demon thing, super low and guttural, like growls in the window. I'm like, dude, it's growling. You growl. You're a dog. Like you should hear the growls. Like that's your whole damn job. That is your whole damn job as an animal. And he wouldn't. He was just sitting there sleeping like a freaking, like a pud. I'm like, all right.
Useless ass dog.
Useless ass
I'm
dog.
buying a cat.
Yeah. Yeah. At least,
Junkyard cat.
at least the cat will lick his balls.
Right. Yeah. No.
But-
It's not. It's nothing like that. Like
Nah.
the picture describes the classic artwork describes the way that you're feeling because, like, it's almost as if something is sucking the air out of your body, or an elephant is, you can't breathe. You feel like you're getting suffocated.
Yeah.
But
He's
the classic art is like that, but it's a painting. That's a rendition of it.
Yeah.
There's
I
an
know which
old
one. I know
classic
which one you're
painting.
talking
It was that
about.
one. There it is.
Yeah, from back in the day.
Yeah,
There you
that's
go.
the one. Or it's similar to that. That's another rendition.
Yeah. Like somebody made that. I know which one you're talking about. I've seen it before because that was the one that my friend had showed me before.
It was like a famous thing.
Yes, before there was all kinds of
Lore.
artists, which a lot of the stuff's cool. Like the drawings are cool, but
Yeah,
of course,
there's a classic piece of art.
yeah, that goddamn like.
It's
So-
just like the painting.
Yeah, so I wondered, so they probably edited it, put it on a card, put it on the camera,
Yeah.
and then just like re-showed it.
Mm-hmm. Or that's him, and he just put a bunch of pillows right there as looking like a body.
Right, that too, yeah.
Because he's out of focus when it goes to the camera. When it zooms into the camera, he's out of focus.
This person right here, they're like, I said the blood of Jesus and it works. Try it. You can't talk. You can't say anything. It's sleep paralysis. You can move your
No.
damn eyeballs, but you can't say shit. I can't talk. Like the two times
No,
I've
you
had it, I
can't.
can't say anything.
No,
I could sit there and watch my surroundings.
nope, you can't do anything.
Oh, see, this person's like, think to say Jesus.
That makes more sense.
But even at that, I still,
And it does not stop instantly.
I was gonna
I've
say,
tried all of that.
it's not even like my brain's usually not even coherent enough to be thinking or saying that.
No.
Like,
This guy, I've been experiencing it most often since I started working. Like, what have you been doing your whole life, man?
no
Like,
shit. Like, what kind of job do you have where you go home and have sleep paralysis every night?
yeah, that sucks.
That's a
Like,
dude, get a new job.
I've had it four or five times that I remember, and I remember every last one of them. And not all of them had entities in them, but the ones that did obviously did. But it got me thinking to back in the day when I was a kid.
Yeah.
So the original time that I thought was my actual first time, like you were saying, actually wasn't my first time.
Yeah.
I remember having an episode when I was a kid, and I think I was either sleepwalking or it was a case of sleep paralysis, or I was an astral projector,
Could have been.
or the way that I remember it, I actually was up and I was in the hallway around because my pops had made me go to sleep. He always made us go to sleep at 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
Everybody in bed and asleep at 8 o'clock, but I was pissed off because he let my sister stay up because she didn't have to go to school the next morning. So I went to bed. I did end up falling asleep outside, and he took me and put me into bed. But I don't want to go to bed. You know,
Yeah.
kids don't want to go to bed,
No.
even though they're tired as hell. They fight it. But I remember being in the hallway and like trying to like sneakily watch the movie from the hallway. And the way the hallway is set up, the couch was right there, and then it opens up into the living room, and then you had a big screen TV. So the couch was in front of the hallway, and he and my sister were both sitting on that couch. So there's no way that he couldn't see me there
Yeah, just chill.
because it's right next to him, literally right next to him.
You're probably just having a weird dream about the entire
Yeah,
scenario. Yeah.
that's where I'm like, he definitely would have noticed me and been like, boy, get your ass back in the room. 'Cause that's how he was. You're going to get a whooping if you don't go back to bed. And he didn't acknowledge me or nothing. And I stood there and watched Waterworld.
Oh,
I remember,
Actually,
I remember it like it was yesterday.
did you watch Waterworld before that though?
I can't remember.
No, so
Can't remember, but I remember that. I remember my dad used to watch it all the time though.
Yeah.
He used to watch it all the time. I didn't know that. Destiny was like, I hate that movie. And I'm like, why you hate that movie? Because Dad used to watch it all the time.
Like it's a
Maybe I just associate that.
could be.
You know, those are the questions. It leaves lots of questions.
Yeah.
But then you have your story about being lured outside of the house
Yeah. And I slept
by by Nana, and so I'm like, well, maybe we were both astral projectors,
I slept
or it was real, and my dad just never said nothing.
Yeah, I sleptwalk for sure. Like that was the one and only time I've ever sleptwalk. And what's it called? That's what's weird about that one is definitely sleepwalking. I've never done that since. I've never sleptwalk after that. So could be, man. That one's quite the weird one. But then like it's what sucks about old stuff like that, like your old memories is
Yeah.
stuff is so degraded that like
And then you fill in those blanks with other things,
like details, yeah.
and you have to. Your brain has to fill that loop.
I know that there's some like there's definitely like I got images though, like images in my brain of what I had seen during that time, and then from that particular dream. But then some of it like yeah, I start questioning it, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like
Same here.
maybe your brain put Waterworld in there, or maybe the studio was down so bad they had to fucking beam it to people's dreams. But yeah,
You stop falling asleep on your back while facing 12 o'clock. I've done it on my stomach too, and it's still
I
happening.
was about to say, yeah, well, why would your sleep position have to
The
do
one on my
anything
stomach
with
was
that?
terrifying. The one on my stomach was so terrifying.
I was about to say that's even worse. Like,
Yeah.
and I know he's lying too, because the last sleep paralysis I had, I was on my side because I could see the damn. I was on my side sleeping because the dog was right there, and I could see the damn window unit where the freaking growl was coming in through, and I knew it was right there.
Yep.
Like by that window unit.
Yep.
And I was on my damn side. I wasn't on my back. Both times. I take that back. Both times I was on my side. So,
The one that happened at my dad's house last Christmas was on my back on the couch. Most of the time they have been on my back, but there's a couple that happened where I was on my stomach.
yeah.
And one of those times there wasn't an entity. It was like people just kept passing me by, and I was face down in the dirt.
Yeah.
But when I thought I had woken up, I was in sleep paralysis,
Mm-hmm.
and I was on my back, staring at the ceiling.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell? I can't move. What the fuck's going on? And then I actually woke up. So I was still I thought I woke up inside of a dream, but I was still in a second part of a dream that ended up waking up into reality, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I got you. Like,
It was weird as shit. But when I woke up, I was facing the pillow and I couldn't breathe. I was like,
you're all joking yourself out.
yeah. That's what it was. And in my dream, I was pissed off because I was like, at the college campus, or I was at a school campus where there was lots of traffic passing me by, and I'm like, help me. I can't breathe.
Watch you.
You asshole. People were just walking past me like, oh yeah, this guy's, yeah, you just keep walking. And I'm like, fucking help. Nobody would help me.
That's fucked up. I mean, it's
Yeah,
funny,
it
but
sucked.
no, I was like, I've had very weird dreams like that. Dreams go into dreams.
Yeah, where you think you woke up. You think you
Um,
woke up and you're back in your room, but you're not.
No,
You're
I
in
told
another
you.
dream.
I think I've told you about this one. It's not sleep paralysis, but it's a weird dream. So I had a dream, and I won't go into the long wind, but essentially I got on an airplane, but the inside of the airplane was like a movie theater instead of being like an airplane. So there's just tons of rows of seats, and the airplane takes off, and it's like looping back around. So I could fly off or whatever. And all of a sudden, I'm outside the airplane, and I watch the airplane, like somehow I teleport outside of the airplane, and I watch the airplane smash back into the airport. And everybody, like, so my family was there, and they're freaking out. They're freaking out, and
Yeah.
I'm sitting there trying to talk to them the whole time. I'm trying to talk to them, and they can't hear me. And it dawns on me, oh shit, I'm dead. It dawns on me that I'm dead, and because I'm trying to like talk to my mom, and I'm trying to talk to my sister, and I'm like,
Shyamalan
hey,
twist.
yeah, I'm like, yeah, it's like 6 days. I'm like, that's not the weirder part. The weirdest part is like after that part of the dream, I wake up, and I'm in a different version of my room. I remember the exact setup of this alternate room, and I'm laying in bed, and I start telling my wife about the crazy airplane dream that I just had. And so I'm sitting there telling her that dream, and then my alarm goes off, and I wake up in my real bed, in my real room, and I get up to smoke a cigarette. She comes outside, and I'm sitting there telling her about the crazy airplane dream, plus the alternate waking up in a different bedroom, telling her about the same dream that I just had.
You're in a dream and you wake up into a reality dream.
Yeah,
It's a reality dream.
Yeah, it's super weird.
And then you actually wake up and you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, where the hell was I?
Yeah.
Like the weirdest part is, like I
not-
said, I remember like
so weird.
I
Those are the
remember
weirdest ones.
every
Terrifying,
detail,
too.
every detail of the bedroom that I woke up in. Because the weirdest thing is that it was the exact same bedroom, like it's the exact same setup as the bedroom I'm in, slightly
But little
different.
little anomalies are off.
Yeah, like we,
When I would wake up, or when I thought I had woken up and I was staring at the ceiling of my room,
yeah,
there's my lava lamp light was on. So you see like the ambient light of the lava lamp in the ceiling, you know?
yeah,
But when I actually woke up, none of that was on.
it was all
Nothing was
off.
on. I was actually like on the foot on the foot of the bed inside the dream version. My head was at the foot of the bed. What the fuck would my head be at the foot of the
Yeah,
bed?
it would be, like,
but when I
turned all
woke
the way
up,
around.
I was actually right side up and on the opposite side.
Yeah.
Little like weird things would be
Well,
off.
like the
but it would
biggest
feel real.
the biggest difference in the bedroom that I woke up in is that it was just basically all the walls were painted white, and instead of having like our two dressers in there and our tables, there was nothing in this room except one dresser at the foot of our bed, and we had a TV on it. Like it was ghetto. Like
Right.
it was a way more ghetto version of
Yeah.
the bedroom that we
A
currently
dress-tainment
have.
system.
Yeah,
That's what it is.
We had like a 32-inch
Yeah.
TV on top of a white dresser at the foot of our bed,
Mm-hmm.
and it was just so weird because like I wake up into that, and then I'm sitting there telling her like word for word, I'm telling her about the weird airplane dream I just had where I watched my airplane crash into the terminal or whatever.
Yeah, Stevie Ray Vaughn'd it.
Yeah, Stevie Rayed it, and then yeah, and then as soon as I actually wake up and I actually start talking to her, I'm like, dude, fuck that. Yeah.
Then you
Weird,
actually
weird
wake
stuff.
up and she's asleep right next to you.
Oh, she was. That's the weird thing. And then,
Yeah.
so I just went outside to smoke, and then she woke up too. And then I started telling her about both the weird ass dreams I just had. Like,
So you told her the story and the dream, and when you actually woke up.
yeah.
That's the
Oh,
thing.
and when I woke up, I
That's a
told her.
premonition, my boy.
No, I told her about both dreams.
Yeah,
I
that's
told
the
her about
wild.
the airplane dream, and then waking up and telling her about the first dream.
That is one of those dreams where you did cross over into the multiverse,
Probably did. Dude.
and you had the same situation happen to you, but it was multiverse version of you,
right, yeah, like we both.
and that you accidentally
like
pierced into that veil
yeah,
for a
woke up
second.
in the wrong body.
Yeah, and y'all switched for a second, and both had the exact same experience,
Yeah.
and then came back to your own bodies after you.
Oh yeah. And not to mention, like, I felt super weird after the dreams. You know how you have, like, sometimes certain dreams when you're real deep.
It's almost
in
like
them.
your soul forgets to go back into its correct body.
Yeah, it's all
It ends up
switches over.
Yeah, like whenever you're in the dream and then you wake up, and you think that you're awake, but it's actually a reality dream.
So
And it happens because whenever you were dreaming, your soul was out wandering around. And then whenever you thought you were going to wake up and you wake up into another dream, the soul switch on accident.
right.
And then
well,
when you actually wake up, it resets and goes back to its original fucking forms of you
yeah.
that it belongs to.
Some
That would be a trippy explanation.
so,
That's some real shit. You might have just made a fact right there.
so here's my theory on it, man, is that basically if there is multiverse, basically we're information machines to begin with. That's
Mm-hmm.
what life, in my opinion, it's what life is you gather information from
Computer.
exactly from the time that you're a child till the time you die. You gather, your whole experience is nothing but information.
Mm-hmm.
So my theory on it, then this could explain some of like kind of what you're saying, is basically all humanity as a whole, like where all of our information is beaming into a central hard drive, if you want to put it that way, like a universal hard drive.
Mm-hmm.
And as you're dreaming, you're tapping
The
into
cosmic hard drive.
yes, you're tapping into that because your computer's not technically on, so it's kind of there in this weird ether state,
Standby state.
and
Yeah.
you can tap in and tap off of that. So if there is a
Or it's like residual information kind of just
yeah,
lingering there in standby mode.
and that's why dreams are weird and they kind of form fit together. But it could also explain, like, if there is a multiverse, then all these hard drives could be stacked in like a server, right? It's like basically it's a giant server, and sometimes those wires and sometimes that information crosses over, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
sometimes like they're like, oh shit, like the information from that alternate me in my ghetto bedroom and me like crossed over for a second,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
For a little second.
Yeah, for a split second I woke up in this alternate dimension where we had the same dream. We
Yep.
pulled that same information at the same
Yep.
time, and then they're like, oh wait, yeah, we got an error over here, and then it fixes itself like that,
Right.
and then
Right.
sends
Yes.
back, right?
And then you actually wake up into reality.
Yeah,
No, that's exactly. Yeah.
like
It's almost like those are the special dreams where you do cross over for a second.
yeah. And then
Those are trippy. Those are just as trippy as the sleep paralysis episodes.
But it could also make you feel like, and it's probably why when you wake up out of those really, really heavy dreams, like if you ever have a dream where you're with, like when you're in a relationship and you have a dream that your partner's cheating on you,
Oh yeah.
and you wake up and you're fucking
Those
mad.
are the worst.
Yeah, you wake up and you're all pissed off about it.
Yeah, and you're like,
And-
can't be mad.
Yeah, you still feel like you've been spurned, but you know that that's not
Yeah.
what happened at all,
Mhm.
or anything like that. You have you have like a crazy nightmare or something, and you feel like it just ruins your whole day, basically. Like your whole brain just doesn't feel right for the rest of the day.
No, it fucks you up. Gives you like temporary PTSD.
kind of, yeah. Like it definitely it fucks with your brain chemicals too, because then you can't switch your mood back to normal.
No.
You'll still feel like
Those
you're
chemicals
coasting
are
in
that way
dream.
for the rest of the day until you sleep on it again.
Yep.
I made the mistake of asking that question on the internet of
Yeah.
asking, can dreams give you PTSD?
Yeah.
And nobody took it seriously, of
course
course.
not.
So they just trolled me about it.
I was like, I mean, it could.
Maybe like one or two people were like, "Yeah, I think that's a possibility." Because I've had some awful dreams, man,
Yeah.
that are so imprinted in me, as if it was a real memory.
Yeah, as if it's there. I
It-
wouldn't
it
say
actually happened.
I wouldn't put it up on par with the guys that were out in war, out there getting real PTSD, or dudes that have like anybody who's had really traumatic experiences.
Right, because technically that shit didn't
But-
happen to you, bro.
Yeah. But at the
You
same,
just thought about it, but that's
at the same
the crazy
time-
part of the depths of the pits of hell that your mind can take
I was about
you.
to say, at the
Like,
same time, yeah, your brain can definitely push you to that thing, because there's definitely dreams that I
the only
will-
difference
I'll
is the
remember for
trigger.
rest of my
The
life.
trigger was real for those guys overseas, you know.
Right.
The trigger for me was just a fucking
The fucked up
something
dream.
weird in my mind that made me go down to the deepest, darkest pits of hell that my mind could take me
Yeah.
for them, something actually happened to take them to that mind state.
To that real place. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I can
So
see
it's
it.
like,
maybe
who's to say?
I was like, maybe not 100% PTSD, but like, no matter what, like those dreams won't leave you. I'm sure everybody has particular dreams
yeah.
that will never leave them because it was like so fucked up that
But what
can't
is
get past
what is one of the biggest, most known symptoms of PTSD?
is it like nightmares?
Night
Yeah.
terrors.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, I was like, yeah, some shit,
Might have just
man.
made a fact there
Yeah,
too.
right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's some good shit.
That's some real shit right there.
I love dreams though.
Yeah, dreams are one of those weird ones, dude. I think that is one of the biggest undiscovered paranormal worlds.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
And it's right there, and it happens all the time.
Well, because nobody can explain it.
Nope.
And then you can't even explain perfectly to somebody like how weird the dream really was. You can explain
It's
what
like a
happened.
trip report.
Yeah, it kind of is.
Can't do
no,
it.
you can't. Yeah,
No.
there's no way to perfectly
There's no
nail
words
it.
that describe it. It's
No.
it's an experience. An
Uh,
experience. You can try your best, and you can be the most eloquent motherfucking speaker,
So,
but it ain't gonna help.
It's funny you say that because like one of the dreams I had it like 2 or 3 months ago. I went outside my backyard. It was at nighttime, and I could hear these 2 neighbor kids talking shit about me. So I go back at them.
Mhm.
I'm sitting there talking shit to like these 2 little 10-year-olds, and they come over to the fence, and I'm sitting there talking to them, and then all of a sudden, bro, like for some reason we look up to like the sky, and it just bursts open with like. And here's the thing, I've never done like DMT or anything, so I can't explain what like those fractals look like, but
Yeah.
I have no good explanation for what these, other than they were just geometric patterns in multiple colors.
Well, they say it's released in your sleep too.
Yeah.
So
like
it's probably just like DMT.
do geometric patterns in multiple colors just bursting
Yeah.
all over the sky, and me and these little kids are sitting there watching this like
Tripping nuts on the sky.
weird fireworks show that's going on that are all in these different shapes and different color patterns
Huh.
that I could never explain exactly what, because it was kind of veiny too, like it's really weird.
What do you mean, like organic? Is that what you're saying?
like sort of like this is why this shit
Organic
is so hard. And
yeah.
artificial
Yeah.
like lighting, and it's all just bursting in multiple colors and changing every
Yes,
time.
yes,
and,
yes.
and me and these kids are sitting
But
there.
it's alive.
Yeah, and we're sitting there staring at this like, what the fuck? And then like it goes to like the next day. I could overhear their moms talking about the kids talking about like seeing UFOs or some shit, and I'm like, no, they're not lying. I sat out
I
here.
seen them too.
I seen them. Yeah, I was
They're
out
like,
here
you
with
still
them."
our 10-year-old drugs?
Yeah, no shit. I hear you.
Shyamalan twist again.
Yeah.
You're like, shit, I don't remember that. You're like,
But no, so
I might have.
so
Selling 10-year-olds DMT.
that's good shit too.
Yeah.
No, so I definitely think that some of that stuff like interconnects and being explored. Like you can't explain dreams, can't explain trips. Like you can do your best, but you can never put somebody in that same thing. So
No.
it's such a hard thing to catalog, and it's such a hard thing to
Not even the most eloquent word users
no
and word players
no, you'd never be able to.
couldn't describe it. But that's why we praise people for being really good at and eloquent at speaking and wordplay and stuff like that.
Right.
Our most favorite musicians,
Yeah.
poets, all those dudes. That's why we praise them so much. Because it's really hard to build a mental picture well.
Yeah.
Jordan
100%.
Peterson, even if you don't like the guy and his politics and everything else, you can at least admire the way that he speaks.
Oh yeah, no, he's
And it's because he's super eloquent and he can build a perfect mental picture for you.
yeah, he's a definite wordsmith.
That's how
for
you
sure.
that's how you know like this person knows what they're saying.
But yeah, but no, man, it's definitely one of those things. Like dreams, I feel like could very much be put into a category of paranormal. You'll
100%.
see people that
Take
aren't
you to
there,
every corner of your mind.
people that are here, people that are gone. Can be in your dreams.
Yeah.
Can take you to weird realities, shit you've never seen before.
Right.
You know.
Right.
Like, and science will never be able to really get a stranglehold on
The
that.
latest theory I've heard from science is that the reason you dream is because of all the subconscious information that you process throughout the day
Yeah.
that didn't stick with you. You have to file it away somehow.
Yeah.
And since you can't information overload yourself. And even if you were information overloaded, you would only pick certain things to prioritize and keep in your wheelhouse, in your Rolodex. So all the excess shit that comes through, it's being processed and gotten rid of.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't know, because some of it you never experienced in real life.
Yeah,
like
that's
those
true.
fractals, you've never experienced those in real life.
No.
There's some things that you can't. It only like we said, it kind of skids off of fucking reality,
Yeah.
or intermingles a little bit of what actually happened in reality, like meeting a person that you know in real life in your dream.
I think.
But where you're at, it's a place you've never been to before, or your mind completely built itself.
I think it makes sense though, because like.
And then maybe it's just the imagination parts of your brain firing off too.
I was like, no, that makes sense though, because I have so many dreams where I'm at work, and it's always like work's always different, but there's always some problem I can't fix, and I'm stressed the fuck out, and then I wake up and I'm like, God damn it, because I still got to go to work and feel that exact same stress and pressure that I was just dreaming about, that felt like I was there for 6 or 7 fucking hours.
When I just graduated high school, when I was on probation, I would have the craziest dreams, and it always had something to do with me messing up, screwing up, or I'm gonna piss dirty for pot or something like that, because I got stoned in my dream or took some drugs in my dream, and then I woke up and I'm like, oh, I'm good.
Dude, it's funny.
That's sketchy.
It's funny you said you were talking about the whole dream PTSD thing. I was and you just started talking about being on probation and stuff. So these are one of those dreams that I was talking about that like they'll never leave you. So I was in jail and I fell asleep, and I'm having this dream where like all I want to do is go home, right? And I'm in this parking lot and I'm making my way through this school, and I see some of my friends there, and I'm talking to them and stuff. Well, I'm not supposed to be at the school for whatever reason, and I knew it. Like subconsciously, I knew I'm not supposed to be at the school. So I'm leaving, and there's these 2 dudes standing there, and they're like kicking a soccer ball back and forth. And I tell them, I'm like, dude, do not kick that soccer ball at me. And so one of the kids does. And so I turn around, I pick it up, and I throw it, and I hit one of them. So I walk into this shed, and these two kids follow me into this shed, and I start fighting with one of them. And I'm looking around because he's got his arms around me, and we're struggling. And I'm looking around, bro, and I find a hammer. I find a hammer laying on the shed, and I grab that hammer, dude, and I smack him in the head with it. Yeah, and I turn around and I look at him, and his friend's looking at me. His friend takes off running, and I look down at this guy. And he's got a giant hole in his head. And it's not like real life where there's going to be lots of blood and stuff like that. It's just like an empty hole, like a porcelain doll.
Yeah.
And I start panicking.
Tales from the Crypt.
Yeah, type shit. Yeah, it really was. So I start panicking, bro, and I throw that hammer, and I'm like, dude, there's no way the cops are going to believe that it was self-defense. I was like, I'm so fucked. And I jump out this little window, and I'm running across this parking lot, and I'm like, dude, I just want to go home. I just want to go home. And I see this lady pull up in this car, and she's getting out of her car, and she's crying and shit. And I knew, like in the dream, I knew that that was his mom. Yeah, and so I'm feeling double terrible. Yeah, I'm feeling super terrible because I'm watching this lady fucking, she's bawling. And I'm like, fuck. I just sit down in this dirt parking lot, and I'm like freaking starting to panic and freak out and shit because I'm like, dude, I just want to go home. I just want to go home.
Right.
And so I wake up out of this dream.
Clicking your heels together.
Yeah. So I wake up out of the dream, and I was like, as soon as I open my eyes, I'm sitting behind bars because they would lock us in, like, because there's like 3, there's 2 rows of cells on top, and then there's 1 on the bottom, and then once like you guys go to bed or whatever, they come in and they lock all you guys in there. So you're not roaming around the cell all night. So I wake up and I just see freaking bars sitting there, and I'm like, oh fuck.
Yeah, dude.